you need more marksman training.
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol. It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar.
So, is it true
Very
bandits
clever.
Get, real friendly with the wild?
They're well funded, and they've been able to avoid identification for years. I'm impressed it reached this point. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly. Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godgel lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullum Eye. Slimy bastard. Gullum Eye is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, and see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions. Sure, we can talk a minute.
I can't believe Gullum Eye's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong, he could scam a beggar out of his last septim, but he's no mastermind. Trouble? Huh. He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullum Eye, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gullum Eye's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot. A mercantile group that has established ports all over Tamriel. They pretty much dominate the whole shipping industry. The Emperor himself supposedly backs them, which means they have fairly unlimited resources, so don't get their feathers in a ruffle. Gullum Eye works in the East Empire Company warehouse. He helps maintain all of the shipments of goods that goes in and out of Solitude. That means he has the pick of the litter from some of the finest goods to grace Skyrim's shores. He isn't exactly in the guild, but he pays his cut of all the stuff he lifts from the warehouse.
You're an idiot.
Just head right back to the guild and get the information to Mercer. Nothing else is more important. If you discover Gullum Eye's holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well. Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gullum Eye alive, but remind him who we are.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. I might consider joining up myself.
What's the matter with you? You have no right to spend rumors around town.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ready to go yet? Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to right run from old Rorik.
Why don't we stop by the Fletcher? I'd love to browse their selection of hunter supplies.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rogvir.
For all its reputation, the Bard's College produced a dimwit such as Sven.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Lock the city gate.
Traitor! You should tell
You betrayed
the
us!
scum that betrayed his high king. Best she know now, Advar.
You're all heart, Vivian.
Rogver, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Cut him down.
I don't need your
Prepare the prisoner. Very well, Rogvir. Bow your head.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Some gate guard you were!
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were
Sitting
from
by
the
the
guild.
fire and enjoying the
But
food.
that can't be
a
true,
simple
because
joy.
I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore. I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person.
Cyrodiil's inn patrons like to mingle
wait.
with strangers.
Did you
Enough
say
for me, my
Golden
boy.
Glow Estate?
Inns.
My apologies.
Yes, Father. Which
I'm sorry to say I know very little
Just
about
bring
that
any of them, lad.
bee farm, was
Can't
it?
risk thirsty customers without mead to drink, even for a second.
Fat Toad 190 is always a crowd pleaser. Father could probably charge extra.
Maybe I did, maybe I
Good
didn't.
idea, sis.
I can't be expected
Maybe
to
you
remember
wanna be
every
in
deal I
charge.
handle.
Yes, fine. Just hurry. Mustn't keep the customers thirsty.
All right. Had I known this deal would bring me this much trouble, I never would have accepted the gold. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arengoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry. and it was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way. Why are you following me? I told you I don't know anything else.
I'm not interested, Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
You might want to rethink that. You're missing out on some wonderful
Are you sure that
opportunities
Argonian doesn't
working
know we're
that far.
following him? Maybe he does, and he just doesn't care.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger. I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler.
You probably want someone else. I'm just the stable boy.
Solitude is beautiful and all, but it's so far up the mountain. I've got your back. You go on ahead.
start keeping a knife in my boot.
Can't hardly think I did so much. Who does he think he is?
What was that?
That much blood. It's disgusting.
Is someone there?
Someone there. I get... Ah! What was that? Ah!
there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed. I see you wish to be reasonable. Perhaps I misjudged you. The name of the person you want is Carlia. Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer. Help? No, no. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me. I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, "Where the end began." Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive. You needed to know more? Now you're speaking my language. Tell you what, if you need any stolen goods fenced, you bring them to me, and I'll pay you good money for them. Consider me your new friend in the north. I asked her the same thing, and she wouldn't come out and tell me. But now that I know who she is, I'd say she's trying to hit the Thieves Guild where it hurts. Maven Blackbriar needs Golden Glow's honey for her mead. She's been using the guild to keep the estate under her thumb. If the owner cuts the guild out of the picture, he's cutting Maven out of the picture, which she can't afford. If I was Maven, I'd blame the guild for weakening and not being able to handle the place. Exactly. For the guild to survive, they need Maven's support. This Carlia must have spent a lot of time and resources planning this. Consider it a gift to ensure your silence. That thing seems to be bringing me nothing but trouble anyway. Carlia didn't even want it. She wanted to keep the sale a secret. I could see how well that went. Now you won't forget to tell Mercer I cooperated, will you? Needed to know more? You needed to know more?
Ready to get going? Let's get going. I fail to see how a refined, cultured city such as Solitude could create a brash, indecent swine such as a certain bard.
What did you need?
What in the name of Oblivion is going on in this place?
Yeah, I know what you mean. If things don't start getting better soon, I may look for work elsewhere.
Hey, I still have a contact in Valenwood that may have some work for us.
This
You're
city
welcome to
smells
join
of
me.
rot, and it's not just from the
keep that in
sewers.
mind.
Did Gullumai give up any information on our buyer? No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again.
This city somewhat reminds me of my
Carlia
time in
destroyed
Cyrano.
everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished. Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was. There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again. Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for Solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip
The
through
Thieves
our
Guild lurk in
fingers.
the shadows, waiting to pounce on their victims.